Imagine watching a live stream and suddenly, the streamer stops moving, no response, no sound, but the stream keeps going for hours. This actually happened, and to this day nobody knows what became of the creator. On a quiet Thursday night, viewers of a small gaming channel noticed something very strange. The streamer, known online as Nova Shade, was in the middle of a sentence when he just froze. At first, everyone in the chat thought it was just lag or a frozen connection. You know how it is. But a few seconds turned into a minute, and then another. The chat started spamming, "Hey, you okay? Is this a joke?" But there was no reply. His camera was still on. His game was still running in the background, but he sat there, completely still, staring just off screen. Viewers pointed out that he wasn't blinking. He wasn't shifting in his chair. It didn't even look like he was breathing. It was like looking at a photograph, but it was a live video feed. Within minutes, the chat exploded into chaos. People were genuinely concerned. Messages flew by. "Bro, respond. Is this a bit? It's not funny. Someone needs to call for help." A moderator even tried to end the stream, thinking something was seriously wrong, but they didn't have the permission to shut it down. Only Nova Shade could do that. And here's where it gets truly unsettling. The stream stayed live for 6 hours and 31 minutes. He stayed completely still the whole time. Not an inch. His chair never shifted. Not a single sound came from his microphone. The only thing you could hear was the game's ambient audio playing on a loop, like a forgotten radio in an abandoned room. Thousands of people were watching, completely captivated and terrified, as this silent, motionless figure just sat there. But there was a detail that most viewers missed at first. It wasn't until around the 4th hour that some sharp people in the chat started pointing something out. The shadows in his room were changing. Slowly, very, very slowly. They were shifting and elongating in a way that suggested someone or something was moving just out of the camera's view, walking in front of a light source, but the shadows were completely silent. No footsteps, no voices, just eerie, moving darkness in the background. Then, at exactly 3:19 a.m., the stream ended. It wasn't a crash or a connection loss, it was an abrupt, manual shutdown. The kind that happens when someone physically clicks the end stream button and then nothing. The screen just went black. The next day, the entire channel vanished. Every single video was deleted. All of his social media accounts gone, his Discord server was shut down. It was as if Nova Shade had been completely erased from the internet, leaving behind only the memories of those who witnessed his final, silent broadcast. So, what happened? The internet has been debating this for years, and 3 main theories have emerged. The first is that he suffered a serious medical emergency on stream. Some think he might have fainted with his eyes open or had a seizure that left him paralyzed. In this scenario, he or his family later removed all his online accounts out of embarrassment or to deal with the trauma privately. It's a plausible explanation for his stillness, but it doesn't quite account for the strange, moving shadows. The second theory is far more sinister. A stalker incident. The moving shadows fueled speculation that someone else was in the room with him. This theory suggests that an intruder entered his home, and what viewers witnessed was Nova Shade being held silent under threat. The person who manually ended the stream, in this case, wouldn't have been him. This would also explain why he vanished from the internet to protect himself. The third theory is that it was all just a viral social experiment or a piece of performance art. A few people claim the entire event was staged to create an internet mystery, an elaborate hoax designed to see how people would react. The problem with this theory is that no one has ever come forward to claim it. There's no proof, no making of video, no artist's statement. If it was a stunt, it was one that the creator took to the grave, professionally speaking. To this day, nobody knows what really happened to Nova Shade, or why his stream kept running long after he went silent. Was it a medical crisis, a terrifying home invasion, or just the most elaborate internet prank of all time? What do you think happened? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching.